Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm just excited about this. Hi, welcome to Angel's Anything Show. And today I'm going to be telling you a little story time. This is my new story time video setup. What do you guys think? I feel like for story time videos, it makes sense to be in bed because it's like I'm telling you a story in bed, you know? Here are all the pillows that I pretend that we keep on our bed. In reality, we do not keep any of these on our bed. And the only pillow I really keep on my bed is this, to like prop myself up at night, you know? But anyway, enough about me, let's talk about you. Just kidding, you're not here, it doesn't matter. So, this story I'm gonna tell you is from when I was living in New York City. I moved to New York City in 2010. And I lived there for almost 4 years, although I say 4 just to sound cooler. And this happened right when I first moved there. And I had only one friend there at the time, named Colin. You guys know Colin. I was going to visit him in Harlem. So I was like very new. I had only been living there a few weeks. And I was gonna take the train, obviously, but I was like not well versed in the trains yet. So I had everything written down, like all the instructions, right? I should have just taken a cab because it's impossible to get from the Upper East Side to Harlem via train in a timely fashion. So I had to take the ACE, which is like the blue line or whatever. So I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I had just come from like hanging out with this guy that I used to date, and like he was like, oh, let's like catch up since you're living in the city now. And I went and saw him, and he was like the alcoholic, his alcoholism had like caught up to him, and he was all like sallow and sinewy, you know, and I was just like, ew, why did I ever like you? So I was like in a weird headspace anyway. I don't know if you've ever had that happen where you're like, weird, like where you see something in a new light or whatever, that's irrelevant. But I get onto the train. Well, I'm waiting with a bunch of people on the platform and I see the train car pull up, and there's one like super packed train car and then there's one empty train car. So, you know, mama didn't raise no fool, I'm getting into the empty one. So myself and everybody else had the same idea, who wants to be in the overcrowded stuffed train car. Folks, if you're ever in the city and you see a full train car and a totally empty train car, do not get on the empty train car. There is a reason that it's empty. And we found out that reason as soon as we got into the train car. I smelled a smell that, you know when they say how death smells a certain smell? It was like, I smelled the smell of death and it was unmistakable. It was unlike anything. It smelled so fiercely of shit, and like, not even just a regular shit, like you were at a festival for like 3 or 4 nights, that type of shit. It was like worse than that. I immediately start looking around the train car to see where's the poop? Where's the poop? Am I gonna sit in someone's shit? Because it just smelled like the entire car was like made up of old rotting shit, like Jenkum or something. And not like I know what Jenkum's like. So I get in and then I see it. A homeless man. I mean, he looked homeless, but I guess anyone may have looked homeless in the situation, but I'm pretty sure he was homeless. Laying on the train forward, and his body's completely like lifeless. The only movement is just his body kind of slightly twitching to the movements of the train, but not like a twitching, like just moving, you know? Because like moving how like dead weight might move. He had shit coming through his jeans, down his pants, to his shoes, onto the floor. This motherfucker was dead. After you die, you evacuate your bowels. At least that's what they tell you, which I'm super paranoid about. Like, you're already dead and then you're gonna poop yourself? How embarrassing. As soon as I saw him, I go, oh fuck, he's dead. So then everyone that's on the train with me, we're all experiencing this together. So it was just like everyone's holding their nose. I mean, the smell was beyond. It was beyond. And I have smelled some smells. Can you smell that smell? And I did smell that smell, and it was atrocious. At the next stop, we all get off the train and get on, and now we realize why the train car next to this car was so full, because everyone that had made the same mistake. So now everyone on this train car can see into this other train car, sees the dead guy, and we're all talking. It's like the only time New Yorkers on a train have ever come together to talk and be friendly. Someone was like, that is the smell of death, like that is the smell of death, and we're all just like, oh my god. And then you watch other people get onto the train car unknowingly. So I'm already seeing this imagery, and I'm sure I'm high, and I'm always high, so I'm high. And then I see a dad and his son go to get onto the train, and instantly they're just like, and then I see the dad throw up into his hands, pretending, trying to tell the boy everything's fine, and he's puking into his hands. That's how bad it smelled. That's how fucked up it was. And then I realized, I'm not even on the right fucking train. I was supposed to take the E train, I was on the A train. So then I just got off and I took a cab, fuck it. So that is my experience seeing a dead guy on the New York City subway, living in New York for the first 2 weeks. That's what happened. I got to my friend Colin's house. We smoked a little medicine to help calm ourselves down. And he's like, well, did you do anything? I'm like, no, that wasn't my normal train. I mean, I take the 6, so it's not really my duty to, you know, tell the train conductors. I'm sure somebody did. So that about does it. I hope you like this new setup. I think it's pretty cool. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye. I know people that have seen people jump in front of the trains, which is just selfish if you ask me.